Hey, what can I say to you? He wants me to talk to you.
Well, anything.
How old man are you?
82.
82? Get the hat. Oh, I got that when I was a young fellow, about 15 years old, and I've had it ever since. 110.
110.
Yeah.
In the shade or?
In the sun.
In the sun.
Over Jordan. Yes, I know all about him. I thought yes. Well, if you ever hear from him, you let know. And he got his all smashed up. Oh. Yes, sir. Knocked the telephone pole down, and they had to turn.
The mortgage is fine.
This is the first octogenarian club organized in Florida. We have with us today 70 members that are from 80 to 95 years of age. I am 84 myself.
In 1861, I enlisted in the War of the Rebellion at Warsaw in Benton County, Missouri, under Colonel O'Kane, then a captain. We went to Cold Camp, fought the Dutch, and cleaned them out completely. Lost only 7 of our men with more than 250 of the Dutch killed. No prisoners were taken on either side. From there, we went to Springfield, Missouri, where we had the Battle of Wilson Creek, where General Lyon was killed on the 10th of August. The bravest man I ever saw was General Lyon. After he was completely surrounded and pulled off of his horse, he picked up rocks and fought with thousands of men around him. He struck Will Morgan in the face with a rock, and John Morgan shot him with an old-fashioned horse pistol, killing him. How old are you?
I'm 94.
94, pretty good age for a young man.
Yes, kid.
Yes? Now you ask me how old I am.
Well, how old are you?
84.
84. You was in the
same war.
under the same general.
On the same general, General Price.
That's good. Fine old man, too. Good man.
Good man he was, yes he was, and we was there to stay. We didn't enlist for a month or a year, but we enlisted for the war.
As long as we lived, or as long as the war lasted.
That's right.
Having a good time here today?
Fine, we're having a good time.
Enjoying ourselves?
Enjoying ourselves very much. And had a good dinner, too.
This is the happiest day of my life. The first 100 years is the hardest, but I'm sure it is some consolation. I had rather live in California under an oak tree than any other climate.
Happy birthday. Many happy years to you, Grandma.
Mom, it's your 100th birthday. Oh, it's certainly wonderful. Now, are you feeling fit for a waltz, are you? Fine, let's waltz. Thank you.
Broadway is the most remarkable and picturesque street in the world. I have known Broadway for over 50 years. I was a youngster employed in the office of a new illustrated evening paper. It was a sensation. Pictures of events of the day were printed at least 2 days after they happened. Nowadays, the illustrated papers print news sometimes a day before they occur. In those days, the theaters were located down Broadway in the neighborhood of Broome Street and Canal Street and Houston Street. Later on, the famous Wallach Theater was established at 13th Street and Broadway. Now, one of the greatest developments in the history of Broadway is this famous newsreel theater. Here, the audible events of the day and all the remarkable occurrences of the world are pictured for the education and the amusement of the entire community. It is a most remarkable, comprehensive, and intelligent achievement, the final outcome in the history of moving pictures. And so, in connection with this, I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen me and you have also heard me.
Mr. Cole, what kind of parents did you have?
My father and grandfather were Baptist ministers. My grandmother and mother were members of the Baptist church.
What kind of an environment was you raised in?
Well, I lived with my father in different places where he was preaching and tried to be a good boy.
How much of an education did you have?
Public schools in the different towns, academy, and seminary.
What habits have you formed?
I never drank anything, and I never don't smoke, no chew. I haven't any bad habits.
What are your politics?
Republican now. It used to be before the Republican Party. Whig. Voted the Whig ticket.
What kind of a world would you have if you could have it the way you want it?
I would have people honest with each other and do away with their bad habits if they have any. And I guess that's all.
What is your outlook for the future?
I don't worry about the future. I'm going to live as long as I can, and I'm happy in living.
May there be no mourning of the bar when you put out to sea. Arise, my soul.
Right. Shake off the
That's all. We'll take the platform now.
Hello, folks. How you feel? Good this morning? Hope you do. I'm trying to get on my feet again. Feel pretty good. Thankful it's as well as it is. Oh, boys, I'm pleased to see you. I don't know where you come from, but I give you all the welcome I've got to offer you. And I want to tell you that I'm living on the same ground that I've lived on for 75 long years when I come here as an 18-year-old bride. I went to Washington 50 years and a little more ago. I saw all the people around there and been with the presidents. And I learned a great many things up there that I didn't know before. I'll add a little more to it. I was one of the board of lady managers for the Chicago Exposition. And I served my full time in Chicago and learned a good many things over there. I was a delegate to the Tennessee Centennial Exposition. I was a delegate to St. Louis, a juror at St. Louis. I think for a North Georgia cracker of my size and age, I've had a pretty good education on that line. That do all right? I was a 3-year-old girl when the Indians were moved from this country to Indian Territory. I have an indistinct recollection of seeing the red men as they went through the woods, for everything was woods nearly at that time. I have a distinct impression, if a 3-year-old child can have it. Nevertheless, I've been here since that time, and I've seen the march of progress all the way. At that time, we had only stagecoaches, and we only had horses and buggies, and we had lots of footback travelers, usually. Now I've seen it come along all this way, and the airplane goes over my house going on its way, and it's got to be such a common thing, the old girl don't go even out to see if she can look at it.
I was born in Pumpkin Plains, Morris County, New Jersey, July the 27th, 1829, and was brought by my parents to New York City the following year. New York City has very materially changed in its appearance from those days. Then it was filled with buildings of a character much lower in height than at present. Now it is with buildings of massive height and 15 to 20 stories, filled and occupied with people who are transacting all sorts of business and seemingly are successful in their undertakings. That it may be allotted to me to remain as long as I may be of use and benefit to my fellow beings and to the city of New York, which has always extended to me favors upon favors which I can never forget nor can never repay.
I wonder when the war began. Fine. Same to you, my boy. Goodbye. Goodbye, my boy. Where do you want me to speak? Right here, John. Right here. Yeah. My name is John M. Riley. I was born in Valley Falls, Rhode Island, November the 16th, 1859. I entered railroad life as a newsboy in 1874 on the New Haven Railroad. In 1878, I became a yard switchman. The days of the pin and link coupling and the hand brake. I became a fireman in 1881. I've been an engineer for 42 years. And as this is my last run, I must all bid you goodbye. Goodbye, John. Goodbye, John. Goodbye, John. Goodbye.